Hello guys, welcome. Today let's learn about motion and time. In the previous classes, we might have learned about motion in a straight line, circular and periodic motion. So you might have recalled motion in a straight line, for example, a car moving in a straight line, motion for a circular motion, that is, for example, the clock moving, and a periodic motion, for example, a simple pendulum. Now let's learn about slow or fast. How or when can we say an object is slow or fast? For that, first let's do an activity. Let's take two balls or marbles and note which is faster and which is slower. Take two balls and let them move and observe which is fast and which is slow. So you saw that the pink ball was faster compared to green ball. How can you say the pink is faster than green? Because the pink came first in the same time when the green was behind it. So according to this, we said that pink is faster and green is slower. Similarly, one more example, if vehicles are moving on a road in the same direction, we can easily tell that which of them is moving faster than another. For example, let's consider two cars A and B moving in a straight line in the same road. So after 10 minutes, we observe that A was here and B was here. Suppose you are standing here. First, you observe that both are at starting point at the same point at 0 minutes. So after 10 minutes, when you saw car A was here and car B was here. So from this, how can you tell which is faster? You will say that B is fast, A is slow, because in 10 minutes B is forward or ahead compared to A. So from this you can say that B covered the more distance in the same time when the A covered the less distance in 10 minutes. One more example, in a 100-meter race, whose speed is highest? How can you tell? You can tell in a 100-meter race, one who takes the shortest time to cover the distance of 100 meter is the highest. Suppose this is the starting line and this is the end. This is start and this is end. So all the players are here and now they will start from here and finishes here. Suppose if one person finishes at earlier, then his speed is highest compared to other players. So we mentioned the term speed in the previous example. So what is speed then? Speed is the distance covered by an object in an unit time. For example, let us take a box or a car at a point A and it has to reach the point B. So the distance between A and B is 1 kilometer. Suppose a car travels or reaches to the point B after 1 hour, what you will tell the speed of car? So the speed of the car we can calculate by using the formula, that is speed is equal to total distance covered upon total time taken. So this is the formula for calculating speed. So from this formula, let us calculate the speed of the car to reach the point B after 1 hour. So the total distance covered. So we are assuming 1 kilometer is the total distance between A and B. That is 1 kilometer is the total distance covered by the car. So the total time taken by the car to reach the point we told is 1 hour. So 1 hour. So what will be the speed? The speed will be equals to 1 kilometer per hour. This is the speed of the car to reach the point B is 1 kilometer per hour. The speed here is actually the average speed. Now Let's learn about uniform and non-uniform motion. So what is non-uniform motion? If the speed of an object moving along a straight line keeps changing, then we can say the motion is non-uniform. That is, in simple words, we can tell unequal distance in equal intervals of time. For example, a person jogging in a park and a pendulum. Suppose this is the distance you need to cover and you are here. So you need to reach the point here. So you are jogging now. You start jogging and after 5 minutes you reach here. You stop here and for some drinks you stop here and take a cold drinks and again you start to move to this point. You reach this point after 8 minutes. So the starting half you travelled 5 minutes and the later half you travelled is 8 minutes. So this is unequal distance, that is unequal distance in equal intervals of time. This is actually equal distance in unequal intervals of time. That is also an example for non-uniform motion. Suppose you are travelling the same time but unequal distance. Let us assume that you are travelling this distance from here to here in 5 minutes and the rest of the distance also in 5 minutes. This is also an example of non-uniform motion. So at first what you did, you traveled to the half of your destination in 5 minutes and later half in 8 minutes. So here the distance is same but the time is different. Here what you did is you traveled in same time but the distance covered by you is different. So this both comes under non-uniform motion. So what is uniform motion then? An object moving along a straight line with a constant speed, that is equal distance in equal intervals of time. For example, movement of the hands of a watch, car travelling at a constant speed. So you might have observed in the clock that it moves at constant speed. So after 1 minute like this it will move in equal intervals of time. So this is an example for uniform motion. Let's learn about measurement of time. In ancient days, how the people used to measure, because there were no clocks earlier. So how they used to calculate or measure the time. In ancient days, people used to measure the time using the sunrise and the sunset. How they measured? The time between one sunrise and the next sunrise was called a day. And a month was measured from one new moon to the next new moon. So one day means from one sunrise to the next day sunrise was termed as a day in ancient days. A month, according to the first moon to next new moon, they called it as a month. A year was fixed as the time taken by the earth to complete one revolution of the sun. They called it as year. So the devices which are used to measure the time are clocks, watches and pendulums. They follow some periodic motion. So the devices which are used in the ancient time were look like this. These are the ancient clocks which used in terms of alarm and also for seeing the time. So this is a modern day clock and this is the fastest and the future technology. You can see how the devices have evolution from ancient to the modern days. In the modern days, there is totally digital. In this period, in the middle period, it is using some gears in this. And the ancient technology used the clock's rotation, they are having the periodic motion. Now let's learn about simple pendulum. So the simple pendulum, this type of arrangement is called as simple pendulum. It is consisting of a ball that is called as bob and a long thread which is extended and it is fixed. So this is the rest and these are the different positions. So the to and fro motion of the simple pendulum is an example of periodic or oscillation movement. Time taken by the pendulum to complete one oscillation is called its time period. So let us see how we can measure the time period here. So how we can say the one oscillation by doing an experiment. Here we have made a simple pendulum using a ball and attached it using a thread to a scale. So this is the setup for simple pendulum. You can see the bob is at rest. Now let us take it to one position. Let us consider this position as one extreme position and this is the actual position and this is final position. Now we will let the pendulum to swing and see. So if the bob travels from here to here, this is called one oscillation. You can take it from here to here also for one oscillation. So let us see. So it is oscillating. The one complete to and fro motion is called one oscillation. So this way you can determine the mean, actual and final position and also the time of oscillation of a simple pendulum. Hope you have understood a simple pendulum experiment. So hope you understood from the activity how the simple pendulum works. So clock or watches. The clock or the watches in the ancient time, clock were used on the basis of motion of their gears. Nowadays currently clocks are called as quartz clocks. Those clocks or the watches having electric circuit with one or more cells in it. Hence they are called as quartz clock. These are more accurate compared to the ancient time devices. We know that every quantity is measured in terms of unit. So how the time and speed are measured? What are the units of time and speed? The basic unit of time is second and the larger units are also like minutes and hours. Basic unit of speed is meter per second. We can also measure the speed in terms of meter per minute or kilometer per hour. So there are the other devices which uses or which measures the time period. Those are sundials, water clocks and sand clocks. The sundials, this you can see at the Jantar Mantar in Delhi. The sand clocks you might have seen in the old movies. There will be a glass device like this and the sand will be filled at one end and you can see the sand starts to fall down from this. So these are the sand clocks. Those are used to measure the time. So these generally represents actually used for 12 hours. So this sand if it completely fall down here, it is considered to be 12 hours. Again after completing it is reversed and again measured the another 12 hours. Hope you have understood all the basics about time, speed and all. We will continue this part in our next video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe Gyan Galaxies for more videos.